explanation of what exactly it is that I'm doing. So, yeah, I love normal ASMR, but that's quote unquote normal ASMR. I feel like everybody has kind of their own thing, and that's what I love about this community. It's all so interesting, and everybody is so welcoming of new ideas, and so that's pretty cool. And it's weird, and I love weird. Anyways, but quote unquote normal ASMR is probably not what I'm going to be doing for this channel. I was inspired to make the channel by Darkstar ASMR because I guess I feel a need to embrace a darker side of myself. I believe that every part of what makes a person who they are is important. And I mean, unless unleashing those parts of yourself hurts someone, then you shouldn't hide them. You should find a way to express them. And I mean, I'm expressing myself in a kind of anonymous format, but I'm still doing it, and I feel like it's going to be really good for me. I don't know. This is really just an experiment at this point. Where was I going? Oh, admitting darker sides of yourself and secrets is like cathartic for a reason. We as human beings don't handle secrets well, or at least I don't. I value honesty, so I guess I would kind of suck at being a spy. Not that that's important at all. Anyways, I grew up in a kind of oppressive environment that didn't really let me discover any of the darker sides of myself, and because of that I kind of became one-dimensional and what I've always considered to be boring, but you know, that might just be me being my own worst critic, which we all fall for. Is that the right term for that? I'm not sure. I have a really hard time collecting my thoughts. It's probably some sort of learning disability, but I probably have like some sort of ADHD. If you keep hearing sounds in the background, I'm lying on my bed and I would talk with my hands, so I keep accidentally hitting my blankets, which is like, yay, good first video. You're doing super great so far. Man, yeah. Anyways, when I was 20, I think. I'm 22 now. When I was 20, I started acting, and that kind of allowed me to really explore different sides of myself and discover the impact that me as not a perfect human being can have on the world, and I feel like that has been the most amazing growing experience for me. It's allowed me to accept myself and other people for who they are and for their flaws rather than for their perceived perfections. I don't know. I mean, I am still super honestly impressed by people who can maintain this this goodness and this like light. And I mean, I'm not a terrible person in any way, shape, or form. I'm very strange. I have a whole new respect for ASMR artists. Like, Jesus, this is crazy pants. Anyways, I feel like, back on the acting standpoint, I feel like this channel will really help me explore characters, and so I think that's a bit of what I'm going to be doing, is some character exploration through role plays and stuff like that. So probably kind of similar to Darkstar ASMR. But I don't really know what the content of those role plays will be just yet. Probably a little bit of creepy here and there, a little bit of sexy, if I could pull that off. I have no idea. Who knows? My partner seems to think I manage it just fine, but you know. But that's the point of this being anonymous. It's really just a place for me to have an outlet, and honestly, I don't really care all that much if anybody watches it. I mean, it'd be really great if people became interested in it, but I'm probably never gonna reveal who I am. I'm probably gonna just do whatever the fuck I want, really. And I mean, I swear a lot. That's another thing that you'll have to know. I've been trying to for some reason, I've been trying to not swear in this video, which, you know, is fine, but I don't know why I feel the need to not, probably from my upbringing, just like, don't swear in public where people could possibly hear you, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, but man, this video has just not had a straight road. If you enjoy Ramble videos that make no sense and have no continuity, then I think you found the right place. I'll probably have to, well, this could be an experiment on my improvisational skills. Wow, I have a harder time with words whispering than I do in normal speech, which is shocking. Maybe that's not true. I have a hard time with words sometimes. But yeah, I go to acting point. Broke student life. Also, I had no intentions until this morning of making this video, so I'm not really the type to plan ahead. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of your pants kind of person, which means that this channel will probably not be updated, and I may just disappear for months at a time randomly. But, you know, if I start to get followers, then maybe that'll force me to be a little more on top of my shit. Who knows? I'm somebody that gets bored really, really easily, which is why acting has been so good for me. It means that I can super duper focus on something for a few months at a time and then just walk away from it. And it's like you fall in love with something or absolutely hate it depending on what the project is, or are indifferent. There's a lot of emotions involved in all of it. Anyways, you are part of this thing with a bunch of people, or maybe just yourself, who knows, for a short period of time, and it's awesome. And then you walk away from it, and that's so great for me because I've always had such a hard time staying focused on one thing for extended periods of time. Sorry, I ate a lot of dairy today, and now my throat is all clogged up, so, which is really gross. I'm sorry. You didn't need to know that. Anyways, this is completely off topic, but I'm just looking at this incredible shirt I have in my closet that I got from a friend of mine at a clothing swap, because apparently that's what girls do when they hang out together. They just trade clothes, and it's great because clothes. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But anyways, this shirt is so spectacular. She wore it as part of her costume for Halloween, I think, 2 years ago. Yeah, and she was the Fresh Princess of Bel-Air, and it's super glorious, and I adore her for it. Anyways, how many times have I said anyways? If, like, anybody's watching this, can you tell me in the comments how many times I say it so I can feel awkward about the fact that I say it too many times? Yeah. Okay, thanks. churches and stuff like that. Spiritually abusive. I don't know. I was very young. I don't remember a lot of it, but I do know that it affected me. Anyways, my mouth is going dry. Should I drink more water before this? the beginning of me exploring kind of like how those darker things make me feel and like the reactions and stuff. And like that's part of why I find ASMR so interesting, because it's people discovering the reasons, the things that set them off, the things that they react to. Back when, like, Bob Ross, or was that his name, the painter guy, was the only one who was, like, creating anything really to do with ASMR. And then that one, like, virtual haircut thing that I don't know if any of you ever experienced that, if anyone else ever experienced that, but the virtual haircut was, like, my favorite thing in the world. It was so great. But it's interesting because not only do people discover sounds that they really like, but they also discover sounds that really bother them. And because they've discovered that, they can figure out why, when they're in certain environments, they're in like a slightly worse mood, or why they're in other environments they're in a slightly better mood. It's really interesting, and I like it for the social ramifications of it and stuff like that. So I've been talking for almost 25 minutes now. Yikes. I didn't realize I had so many things to say about stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I try to be a really welcoming person for everybody. Like, I like to play devil's avocado, or devil's advocate. Sorry, devil's avocado is just like what I say, because I'm fucking weird, and I think it's hilarious, but anyways, I like to play devil's advocate for a lot of things. I have this idea that in society the pendulum swings so far in one direction, and by that I mean society becomes super conservative, and then in rebelling against that they become super liberal. And I think that there needs to be a balance in there, where we respect aspects of conservatism and aspects of liberalism. Liberalism, I think. I don't know, you can correct me. play piano tiles, then listen to some more ASMR while eating breakfast. That sounds like I listen to a lot of ASMR, a lot more than I actually do. I was listening to a Q&A, and that's kind of what inspired me to make this video, actually. Yeah. Anyways, and I did that while I was eating breakfast. that's probably